we'll see those a little bit later on. But big thank you to TPC for their sponsorship of Class 1. Big thank you to SDG UK, our overall meeting sponsors. First race, day 2 of the 50th anniversary Men's National Championships gets underway, and it is Craig Bagley in C1 that is the first one to show. Without a doubt, a heat win is going to be good enough to book him a place in the final. Andy Dockeray, Yorkshire Dales 12 in that second place slot, looking for a move round the outside. Running in third place is Will Hadley in the Severn Valley 1 car, but he's being challenged round the outside. I think that's Jack Saunders in Cambridge 82 running up into that third place slot. We've only got 7 out of our expected 8 starters, not sure who we're missing. But YD12 now your new race leader, C1 Cambridge 82, Severn Valley 1, Evesham 28, then West Waterford 245, Michael Baldwin a bit further down the field at the moment. And at the back is Charlie Richardson in Scarborough 94. It's Mikey Daly in the Mallow 1 car, I think, unfortunately, is a non-starter. Or is that him? I think, no, that's him on the line, I think. Square-wheeled. But race leader, Yorkshire Dales 12 it is. Andy Dockeray just pulling away a little bit now. Cambridge 82, looking to put a challenge around the outside. Jack Saunders of Craig Bagley in the C1 machine. Craig still running in that third place position. Will Hadley runs 4th in Severn Valley 1. Chris Dyer comes next in Evesham 28. But your race leader getting the first yellow flag with the black cross of the day, telling him he's on to his final circuit. Andy Dockeray in Yorkshire Dales 12, Cambridge 82, Severn Valley 1, Cum D1, Evesham 28, the West Waterford 245 car, and Charlie Richardson in Scarborough 94. There was a green flag there, which I have a feeling was for Craig Bagley, because we did notice he caught a couple of cones on that bottom bend. So he will go back 2 places from his on-track finishing position. Andy Dockeray won't he? He's going to win it. Yorkshire Dales 12 takes it, Cambridge 82 in second, Will Hadley 3rd, Craig Bagley 4th on track, but then comes West Waterford 245, Chris Dyer in Evesham 28 in lanes for the heats. And as they get away then, it's all 8 of them out there. It's a very level break, but it is Will Henry in SR19 that's just about the first one to show, looking to close the door on the rest of the field as he goes into turn 1 and back round towards us. It is Will Henry in SR19 that's that race leader. North Wales 91, Michael Stockton slots into second place. Ashley Hutchins runs 3rd in PhD 12, but Will Henry looking to stamp his authority on this one, and certainly if he does, that is 100% going to guarantee him a place in today's Class 1 final, into that top bend once again. So Will Henry it is in SR19, just pushes on a little bit, but opening up a couple of cars advantage from North Wales 91, PhD 12. The IK 931 car then of Mark Stone racing with Lewis Walters in CK 89. That's the battle that's going on for that 4th place position. But Will Henry, slowly but surely, is certainly inching his way clear as SR19 comes round once again. Another lap successfully completed. The North Wales 91 car still runs second, PhD 12. IK 931, Ian Ullathorne coming up through the field in Yorkshire Dales 52. Down Autograss 909, Chris Dalzell, bumper flailing in the wind. And then Taylor Jones in Invicta Kent 232. But there's no living with Will Henry in this one at the moment, as that yellow flag with the black cross comes out. So 1 lap stands between Will Henry and a place in today's Class 1 final. SR19, North Wales 91. Ashley Hutchins still runs 3rd in PhD 12. Ian Ullathorne up into 4th. Don't think that'll be enough. Mark Stone runs 5th in Invicta Kent 931. All the cars on to their final circuit, but Shropshire and Telford supporters, get yourselves ready. Your man's booking a place in the final as Will Henry comes round. SR19 it is, takes the checkered flag. North Wales 91, Michael Stockton in second place. Ian Ullathorne up to 3rd in 52, Ashley Hutchins 4th. IK 931, then the Down Autograss 909 car of Chris Dalzell finishing just ahead of Lewis Walters. Alex Hill sitting in 11th in St Neots 164. Andrew Kirby sits joint 8th, so right on the cusp of qualifying for the final in the York 30 car. Also there, Jordan Painter in Scunthorpe 364. Aidan Brown in Central Scotland 116. Lee Buckley in Pennine 96. Victoria Stone in IK 747. That's groups D, I, N and S. And it is the Scunthorpe 364 then that is the first one to show, going down that far side, joint 14th and a heat win. Yeah, that's going to be looking good for a place in the final, I would suggest, as Jordan comes out of that top bend and back round towards us. Tucked into that second place is Sean Thompson in 106. Conor Griffiths, he'll know that he doesn't need any heroics in the heats in tie V16, and a nice steady third place will book him a place in the final. These three now just pulling away a little bit from the rest of the field, but it is the two Scunthorpe cars that are leading the way as they come back round towards us. Jordan Painter in 364, 106, still there tucked in second place, tie V16. Up into fourth place now has gone Alex Hill in St Neots, 164. Alex Kirby comes next. Lee Buckley in Pennine 96, the one just at the back of the pack at the moment. Aidan Brown in Central Scotland, 116. But this leading trio certainly pulling away from the rest of the field as the last lap flag gets made ready. But you wouldn't bet much against a Scunthorpe win at the moment. 364 and 106. But yeah, it's a brave man that would pick which one of them. Having said that, Conor Griffiths still probably got plenty to say in this one. In TA16 as they go down that far side, it is the Scunthorpe 364 of Jordan Painter that leads the way, and I think he's going to hold on for this one. So Jordan Painter comes round, takes a win. Sean Thompson will have done enough, I'm sure, in 106, as will Conor Griffiths in TA16. St Neots 164, then Alex Kirby in York 30. IK 747 is victorious down. Pennine treble 7. James Parnell in Spalding 921. Your defending champion Lee Deegan in Cambridge 48. Danny Cowburn in Wessex 58. And Chris Dunwell in Scarborough 179. Best of the point scorers yesterday, Lee Deegan in Cambridge 48, joint 8th. So good run will get him through into the final to defend his title, but he's currently running in about 4th place. As Stroud 27, Scott Aldridge brings the field past us for the first time. Lee Deegan looking to make a move though, up through on the inside of that start line turn, but it is Stroud 27, joint 14th on 64 points at the overnight stage. As that all went a bit wrong for Stroud 27 on that bend. I think just caught out a little bit by the water. Spalding 921. James Parnell now leads the way. Lee Deegan, Cambridge 48 in second place, going through on the inside, having a much better run this time. Danny Cowburn in Wessex 58, Stroud 27, with plenty to do now, running towards the back of the pack. Spalding 921. James Parnell comes round once again as that race leader. Lee Deegan winding up Cambridge 48. You do feel Pete Watson up into 3rd in York 121, racing ahead of Chris Dunwell in the Scarborough 179 machine, WS 58, Stroud 27, and Luke Doherty in Causeway treble 7. But last lap flag time it is, and it's going to go out to the car coming out of that top bend. It is James Parnell still in Spalding 921, Lee Deegan, Cambridge 48, Pete Watson in York 21, Scarborough 179 is Chris Dunwell. That's still the race order. The leading four a little bit more spread out now as they go down that far side, and providing he avoids total catastrophe on this final bend, I think this one is going to go to James Parnell. Spalding 921 comes round, takes the win. I think Lee Deegan would have done enough to get in the final in Cambridge 48. Pete Watson in York 121, Scarborough 179 is Chris Dunwell, WS 58 Danny Cowburn, Tom Aldridge in Stroud 27. Scott make it 3 out of 3. Can the C182 got best turned out saloon yesterday as well, so he's having a good weekend already. He's joined by Ryan Cunningham, Ryan Powell, Ben Gould, Kane Parnell, Rhys Roberts, Jamie Hussey and Toby Chamberlain. Those are the 8 cars that are out there, but coming back round towards us for the first time, it is the Cumdee 182 car. Spalding 129, Kane Parnell in that second place slot. Rhys Roberts, PAC 157, runs in that 3rd place, trying to come up through. On the inside though is Jamie Hussey in Scarborough 223. But Tom Powell absolutely stamping his authority on this one as the Cumdee 182 car comes round. Jamie Hussey, the best of the other point scorers, joint 8th at the overnight stage. Ben Gould runs in 5th in this race in North Shropshire 443. Toby Chamberlain in 21F started off very well with a heat win yesterday, but then it all went wrong. No points scored in the second round of qualifying. Currently sitting in 6th. That's not going to be good enough for a place in the final. Tom Powell, C182, another lap completed. Spalding 129 under quite strong challenge from Scarborough 223. PAC 157, Ben Gould in the North Shropshire 443, 21F. Goes through next, and the North Wales car, that's Ryan Powell in 52, and the reserve is Ryan Cunningham in Nottingham 470. Last lap flag goes out, and it goes out to Tom Powell in Cumdee 182, Spalding 129, Scarborough 223, PAC 157, Ben Gould in North Shropshire 443, Toby Chamberlain in 21F. All the cars then on to their final circuit as the checker flag gets held aloft. Making today's final, he will have top choice of grid position. 3 wins out of 3 for Tom Powell in Cumdee 182, Spalding 129 in second, Scarborough 223, PAC 157, North Shropshire 443, 21F, North Wales. Today's Class 1 final, along with the winner of this one. So it is straight shootout time. Jamie Hussey versus Jack Saunders. And they go away from the line. You can expect it to be close. They're equal on points. As they go down that far side, then it is Jack Saunders in the Cambridge 82 car that just drops into an early lead initially, but Jamie Hussey right there with him in the 223 car. Cambridge 82 then comes past us 223 in that second place slot, but second just ain't going to be anywhere near good enough in this, just looking for a little bit of a gap up the inside, but Cambridge 82, Jack Saunders closes the door, opens up 2-3 car advantage going down that far side into that top bend and back round towards us. Jamie Hussey will certainly be looking to try and close that advantage. He just closes it a bit as they come past us and round the start line turn, but keeping a nice line is the Cambridge 82 car there of Jack Saunders down that far side, and Jamie Hussey, just from his point of view, that annoying little bit of a gap to the race leader. He just can't close it at this point as race leader comes down. Having said that, it has closed up a little bit at the moment. I reckon a couple of laps to go. Cambridge 82, Scarborough 223, a bit closer now, but Jamie Hussey catching up with him is one thing, finding a way past could be something completely different in these unmodified Class 1 machinery. The yellow flag with the black cross is being made ready, and it's Jack Saunders from Jamie Hussey out of that top bend, as Jamie now the closest he's probably been for a couple of laps, but Jack Saunders, one circuit to go then. That's what stands between him and a place in the Class 1 final. Can Jamie Hussey in 2-2-3 do anything as they go down that far side? It is the Cambridge car though of Jack Saunders that I think is going to come back towards us as the race winner and book his place in the Class 1 final. Well done, Jack Saunders takes it. Jamie Hussey, cracking weekend. Unfortunately though, losing out in that runoff, but to the very first final. There we go then, folks. So we're up and running before I've got time to do runners and riders or anything like that. So we're going to have to pick them out as they come past us. TPC Paint, Powder Preparation are your sponsors. Tom Powell, your only unbeaten car. 3 wins out of 3. He's looking to make it the all-important 4 out of 4 in this final. Here's your early race leader, Will Henry. Slots into second place in SR19. Conor Griffith, Tivy 16, your 2022 national champion, is there in third place. Your defending champion runs in 4th. That's Lee Deegan in Cambridge 48. Sean Thompson in Scunthorpe 106 comes next, but your race leader pulling away now. Tom Powell in Cumdee 182. It is Will Henry loses out on the second place now to Conor Griffith. Scunthorpe 106 now runs 4th. Cambridge 48 racing just ahead of the other Cambridge car. That's Jack Saunders in the 82 car that had to battle through the runoff, but he's there in today's Class 1 final. But pulling away now without a doubt, Tom Powell in Cumdee 182. Conor Griffiths in a firm second place now in Tivy 16. Will Henry still runs there in 3rd. And the last of the trophies at the moment is going to go to Sean Thompson in Scunthorpe 106. Lee Deegan, your defending champion, if he wants to keep his hands on this title, he's got a lot to do in Cambridge at 48 at the minute, running at the back back of the pack, but he's done well to get through to the final. Jordan Painter in Scunthorpe 364 is getting tighter at the head of affairs, you know, I reckon. C182, Tom Powell it is, Tybee 16. These two pulling away now from Will Henry in the SR19 car, who finds himself under challenge from Sean Thompson in Scunthorpe 106. Then quite a gap back after this leading four, but Conor Griffiths in Tybee 16, and we've got red flags on that one. Lee Deegan then sort of at a halt over there, so we will wait to hear from the radios, but there we go. That was shaping up. You really got so a defending champion then excluded from the rerun, but the other 7 should be out there. Right, so we are up and running. Problems in the early stages for one of the cars. We've got S7 that we are expecting, and it is Conor Griffiths in Tybee 16, your 2022 champion. That is the first one to show. Tom Powell, C182, was leading the way last time around. It's the Cambridge 82 car of Jack Saunders that's the one that was very, very slowly away. But Conor Griffiths in Tybee 16 is the race leader as he comes round towards the C182, running that third place. And on the outside, the Scunthorpe 364 car. On the inside, that's the Parnell machine, the Spalding car in that fourth place position. As Cambridge 82, then he's got an awful lot to do in this one, but Conor Griffiths, slowly but surely, is pulling away in the Tybee 16 machine. As he comes past us once again, C182, the Scunthorpe 364 car then still running in that third place position, but Conor Griffiths absolutely slowly but surely increasing his lead as they go down that far side. Then Will Henry, one of the big losers from the first run, he's back there in 6th place at the moment. Conor comes round though, Tybee 16 it is, C182, the 364 car of Jordan Painter still holding on to that third place from Kane Parnell in the 129 car in 4th place. As down the far side they're now getting quite well spread out. Conor Griffiths it is, TA16 comes round, and another lap successfully completed. Tom Powell not making any impression at the moment, 364, 129, 106. Sean Thompson also not as highly placed as he was in the first run of this, but that matters not. That first run, Will Henry in SR19 also out of the trophy positions, and Jack Saunders never recovered from that start line issue. But Conor Griffiths, TA16, motors on, has a glance in his mirror, and he will see that he's got a fair comfort blanket now between himself and Tom Powell in the Cumdee 182 car. As they go down that far side, the closest battle is for third place, but the yellow flag with the black cross being made ready. Conor Griffiths it is that takes that as the very clear race leader. Tom Powell clear in 2nd place, 3rd is Jordan Painter in Scunthorpe 364, Spalding 129. Then comes Sean Thompson in 106, Will Henry in SR19, and Jack Saunders in Cambridge 82. They're all on their final circuit, but eyes right from the commentary box is where we see 2024 50th anniversary national champion. It is Conor Griffiths in Tybee 16, Cumdee 182 in 2nd place, Spalding 129, I think in 3rd from Scunthorpe 106. They were very, very close as they came across the line just ahead of Jordan Painter. It's a bit quiet on that top bend as the Class 1s make their way round on the SDG UK pickup. Big thank you to SDG UK, our overall event sponsors here this weekend, and big thank you to all the officials, marshals and everybody else that has put to this 50th anniversary at Nationals on. The marshal's been out there all weekend. The Chief Marshal has asked for a specific thank you to all of you, but big thank you to all the race control, pit controls teams, and just everybody that worked so hard to put this event on. So come on, show your appreciation.